No. But my favorite item in the Duran Duran web shop is actually the silk scarf, the little silk bandana scarf. That is so fabulous. You could wrap up your Duran Duran a Christmas presents candle in it and make a huge gift of it to another person on this lonely planet. I am most grateful for my loving family and friends and just being alive to experience it all.
In 2020, I think I collected Zoom links. My computer is filled with them, and I may have deleted a few, but I suspect they're still in my deleted mail. So I have a very large collection of Zoom links. I don't know that I really collected a lot of other things. I did buy a few photographs, perhaps, and nothing else. Zoom links, that's what I collected. If I were to personally collect something from the Duran Duran web store now, I would definitely get the book that we made called The Collapsing Symphony, which is my singular favorite Duran Duran piece of merchandise that we have ever created, perhaps alongside the MB Arena game. So I would get that, and I do think that the candles, or as they're known locally, Durandals, are actually rather beautifully done. Simon was largely responsible for the scent, since he is known as the nose of Duran Duran. John and I oversaw the design, and Mr. Paul Maxwell of Crew Issue made a beautiful job of making sure that the packaging was all done to the highest possible standard. So they really are rather nice. I also like the John Richmond towel, which was a design from a T-shirt from some years ago that we looked at and said, wow, that was really different than some of our other merchandise, and we should make a towel. And it's, again, quite beautifully done. I have to say, at the moment, I think there are a fair few things in the web store that are more special than perhaps things are usually when we're not on tour. And that is because we've had a little more time to concentrate and try to bring some unusual products. The silk scarf with the DD logos all over it, I also think is particularly good. In fact, I think I'm going to put my hair up right now in one of those. In 2020, I am most grateful for health. I think, like most of us, it's been a challenging year, and it's been filled with a lot of sadness in many cases. And certainly we've lost our ability to communicate on a very personal level, which is really one of the greatest, if not the greatest pleasure that we all have. And so I very much hope that we are able to regain that next year, and that the vaccines are enormously successful. But anyone who has managed to stay safe and sane, I think that's about the best we could do this year.
In 2020, I inadvertently started to collect face masks. I'd never, ever worn a face mask in my life before this year. And now I have a whole collection. I have the surgical ones. I have the bum ones. I have a very kind of conservative grey one. And I have some great Duran Duran masks. which you can find on the Duran merch site. And I think they're really cool and wonderful.
Well, something that I have started collecting is Hallmark Top of the Pops albums from the 70s. And I'm not going to tell you why. There is an element of kitsch to it, but they say something about music and music in Britain in the 70s. And they're quite a kooky collection, not to be taken seriously. Well, then let's talk about that for a moment, because there's some really fantastic merch on the Duran Duran website right now. And actually, that's something that we've all been super hands-on. Simon, the nose of the band, trial tested innumerable candles before he decided on the fragrance, which would be the official first candle of Duran Duran. So that really led the way in the new merch. So I would have to have one of those. Then there's the Wearables, which are all quite splendid. And personally, I'm a hoodie guy, and I like the white hoodie with the gold logo. And I almost wore it for this session, and now I wish I had. But that I would have. And then there is the paper products. And there is the Surreal book that Nick has put together, which is really remarkable and an absolute must for any collector. So if it's okay, I'm going to have 3 items. What I am most grateful for in 2020 is undoubtedly my health. And that has been, I don't know whether it's my age, but it just seems to be the most important thing. And as somebody who has a life beyond his wildest dreams and really has pretty much everything he ever hoped to attain, none of it's worth dick if you're not feeling good. So that I can attest to. So feeling well, and I'll try to look after myself as best as I can.